So all of a sudden, I've been through this whole like everything is pissing me off kind of vibe, which is kind of funny. Um, yeah, so I said, okay, I've been emailing myself like every little single thing that's been pissing me off, or like an idea I have in my head. So I'm gonna go with one of the first ones that I emailed myself. Yes, I'm very old school, so I email myself everything. This is one of the things that kind of like I'm gonna charge my laptop. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Holy shit, that scared me. Um, I always forget to get my phone on silent. Okay, back to this. Texting your lover or your partner or your wife, husband, whatever. This doesn't really apply to husband or wives, really. I think it applies more to like couples, like girlfriend boyfriend situation. Saying good morning every freaking morning. And this is something I discovered from my sister actually, because like her friends would do this, and then like her friends would be like, "Oh, I'm texting good morning," or like, "What are you eating?" Like, I don't want a good morning. I'm sorry, I'm just not that person. Okay, I don't know how to tell you this, but I don't like texting in a relationship. So let me kind of walk you through this. Let's say you and I are dating, okay? And the, the I, like I just don't want a good morning text from you. Actually, forget it. Forget the whole scenario. I am old school. Like you're gonna find out, and it's funny because I think when people say they're old school, like then what I say is old school is not old school. Like it's new generation kind of thing. I prefer calls, and at the same time, I don't want you calling me. Okay, so if we are dating, and let's say we want to talk, okay, I would love a call from you. Like I would love you to call me. It reminds me of the good old days when you actually had your phones attached to the kitchen or whatever. I don't think it was wireless at the time. I think it was wired. And then like your mom or dad would pick up, and then your friend would be like, "Can I talk to so and so?" And then they would have to give you the phone, or it was wireless. I don't remember. And there was just some full excitement like getting a call from somebody, especially when you didn't plan it. Like that's something I appreciate, and I understand that now it's like okay, we're older. Maybe you're working, maybe I'm working, maybe I'm tired, maybe I just want to take a shower. So I don't mind if you call. Just call me, and if I don't pick up, it just means I'm busy. So then you can say, oh, I do prefer you send a text afterwards just because then if I look at the phone call and I'm like, what the heck are they calling for? It's always been my vibe. Whenever someone calls me and I don't pick up, I go to voicemail. If it's like a stranger or something, and then I'm like, oh, okay, let me hear the voicemail. I hate it when they don't leave voicemails. But if you're like someone you like, if you know me, then text me and say, oh, I'm just calling because I want to talk to you. Just keep it simple as that. I prefer person to person contact, meaning also I prefer like we just meet up, we talk, we hang out, like we can just relax in the bedroom, and that's pretty much it. Like eat something, watch something. I don't need much in my life. I'm pretty simple. Now, this brings me to like number two that irks me. When people just stay on the phone. Like for example, let's say I'm studying and I don't know, you're watching a game on TV, and then the phone, like we're on FaceTime or something, and we just leave it on. What the heck? Like I don't get it. I'm sorry, I just don't get that. Like all you're doing is killing my battery from my iPhone lifespan, not the battery itself. Like I can charge it, but you're killing the lifespan because we're going to be on for hours. I don't need, and so many people do this in my age group. And it drives me insane because I'm like, what are you guys, lunatics? Just like 3 or 4 or 5 hours on FaceTime? Like you're doing something, I'm doing something, and then we just want each other's company through FaceTime. That is so stupid. I'm so sorry if you do that. Like, no, no offense to you if you like this kind of thing, but it is just not my vibe. I'm sorry. I feel like if I date someone, I'm gonna be emailing them. I'll be like, "Oh, how was your date today?" It's so stupid. But the communication with the new generation, I don't even want to say new generation because it is my generation too. I don't know if I'm part of the new generation. I don't even know what new generation means anymore. But it's kind of funny. Like, it's embarrassing too. And it's pretty obvious like who I am as like a texter, as like a caller or whatever. I like everything in real time. That's always been my vibe. I am part of the group of people who actually use AIM back in the days. So like it's like your Discord nowadays. In case you're just way too young for some reason, because I don't remember when AIM died out. But I liked AIM a lot because when you were chatting with somebody, it would be like in real time. And then if, or it's like your Uvu, by the way, you remember that too. And I remember, I didn't really like Uvu. I like AIM the best. And if you had to like do something, you'll be like BRB. And then the person who got it would be like, oh, okay, I understand. Like, they're busy doing something. And you might be like, you can do that in text. Yes. But I want text in real time then. I don't want it like, oh, okay, I text you and you text me back like 2 hours later. I don't want that. Like, I'm not going to text you. And the thing is, if you look at my messages, right, it's pretty obvious like the person I am. Because, for example, like you see my text messages, my mom is like, okay, okay. I literally have, it says, okay. Like, I'm gonna turn on my phone right now and I'm gonna tell you how many okays I sent. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18 okays in 7 days. Like maybe my mom was like, oh, order this for me. Okay. Like my mom gets it. Like my dad, forget it. My dad, we rarely text also, so like my mom says like, I'm coming over. Okay. Because like the text message is enough. Like, okay, I'm coming over in an hour. I'll be down in an hour. And then with my dad, I'm looking at my phone right now. My dad, where is he? Like, like the most recent one is like, can you order this for me? Which is funny because my mom does the same thing. But in September, I got really sick, if you remember. So he asked me like, how are you feeling? And he only asked me once the whole month. Because you might be like, what the hell? Like, are you all cold hearted? No, because we do everything in person. If I'm talking to my mom and dad, it's in person. If my parents need something from me or they want to find out how I'm feeling, they call me. And I'm pretty sure my dad probably texted me. Well, actually, I'm not really sure why he texted me that day. I'm gonna see. He said if I am taking any medications. And it was a Thursday. Maybe because I had work the next day. I don't know. Or I don't know. But that's exactly how it is between my whole family. It's like we'd rather do everything in person. And I am so about that because you have no idea how many times you can text like maybe your friend or your coworker or your boss, whatever, and that is evidence used against you in some form of way. Like I'm not leaving a paper trail behind for anything. You see like celebrities when they start filing for divorce, like the whole messages all over. It's like, what? You guys are married. Like, why are we doing this whole messaging thing anyways? Like, no, I'm sorry. Truthfully, I think if I had to go back to like old fashioned dating and they say, what's your number? I'll be like, no, I'm going to give you my address. But actually, I don't like that too. It's something I warned my sister about. I always told her, do not give anyone you're dating your address because you hear crazy stories of, ex or like your lover at the time also coming to your house and I don't know, burning your house down or like breaking a window or climbing a window and stabbing, whatever they do. It's everyone is psychotic at some point, but some people take it to a whole different level. So I always say, do not give our address. Does she listen? No. But so I think honestly, I would, I would give my email. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I would give my email, and then I would want like an email saying, "Oh, let's meet up at so and so park at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday. Is that okay with you?" Yes, that is fine with me. I will meet you there. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Best, blah 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 blah. I think that's the vibe I'm going for now. Like, I don't want to give you my number. I don't want, honestly, if I'm dating someone for like the first couple of days, let's say we establish a relationship, maybe I will be upfront and say, I'm not really a texting person, or maybe you'll get the vibe from me. And maybe I'll say things like, don't text me, just call me. And yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm not saying good night also. Like, it's, oh my goodness. They say, like, good morning. What did you eat? How are you feeling? And this is all in one day. And then it's like, good night. The fuck? No. And a lot of people are like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you are like that, it's no offense to you. That's just who you are. But just remind yourself not everyone's like that. And now the question is, right? What if the person is like that? So how can we meet somewhere that's like down the middle? I guess I will be like, let's do phone calls. I do like the old fashioned like talking at night kind of phone call. I don't really want to do FaceTime. I'm in my pajamas, like I don't want you anyways. But yeah. That is my opinion on texting, FaceTiming, and whatever nonsense people do nowadays. I just can't care less for it. I'm all about good old fashioned meeting up in person. And also, it doesn't have to be every single day. Like, honestly, if you don't text me for 2 days, that's okay. That's absolutely okay. If you don't call me for 2 days, that's okay. Like, we can still be in an established relationship. But for some people, it's like if we haven't heard from you in like 12 hours, they go chaotically crazy. I'm not like that. And that's the sad part about me also. Like, I feel like someone might say, you don't care enough about me. No, I'm giving you your space. That's really the truth. And I like my space. And honestly, if I find someone, they definitely need to have like a mature air about them. And they definitely need to understand that I like my space. And I'm pretty sure you like your space. And I respect that. It's that simple. But it's very hard to find people. You might think like, girls are more possessive or boys are more possessive. They're the same thing. I'm telling you. When it comes to gender, I know we like stigmatize and we put like certain things on certain gender. They're both the same. It's the same thing. But at the same time, it's like if you have women and men who are like possessive, you also have women and men who are not in that category too as well. Like they're not possessive. They're like me. We don't care in some sense. So, yeah. That's all I have to yap about. You're going to hear a lot of yapping. I don't like that word yapping, but I feel like I just need to use it once. You're going to hear a lot of talking and chatting from me about certain topics. And I want to kind of just tell you guys, I'm kind of excited about it. But let me go through my email and let me tell you. So I have Um, oh, I'm gonna address like quality that I do, like my quality and like my workflow. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, ooh, this one's interesting about, S blank X. I think you can fill in the missing letter. Drive in a woman. I want to talk about that. Overdoing diversity. That's one of my topics too. And Rob Lowe and Kim Kardashian. Because I'm watching The Floor. Oh my God, Rob Lowe. I need to talk about him. And my experience with Chipotle. Chipotle. It was horrible, by the way, but I'm going to talk about it more in detail. And what's this one? I think that's pretty much it for now. The rest are just my sketches, my ideas. Yeah. Stay tuned for more chatting audios. I am going to try to get back into role play. Yeah. I just realized, just to end it off in a note that's more me, I forgot to get my toys. And they're not Barbie toys. You know what I'm talking about at this point if you've been around. My toys for my car. They're always in my car because I feel like someone's gonna enter my house one day, open the drawer, and they see it, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm embarrassed. They're in my car, and I told myself, get it so you can use it today. I forgot it's in my car still, and I'm too lazy to go outside and get it from my car. So I'm going to be very frustrated today and tomorrow. I might get it in the morning. Today is garbage day too. I don't want to run into people while getting my bag, doing the walk of shame. Or you can help